Yo, what's up? Welcome to Vanilla Racing Broadcast here on vurbmoto, brought to you by GoPro. Today, we are talking about Carson Brown and Chase. Could he win in 1980? Do not hit any button, I swear to God. After that, we're talking about cities that should have a Supercross. Then we got a little Capital J Journalist segment, and we're going to cap it off with some Dean Wilson Platinum Throwback talk. Let's hit it.
We doing it?
We're doing it.
We're actually doing it.
Are we on camera?
Hey, shout out to Ashton Hamill and his band, Another Year Unknown. We've used all of his songs.
This song is made it in Red Bull videos. It's made it in skate videos. Yeah. It's made it in a bunch of stuff that we've done.
I'm glad that we have it. It's really nice. I kind of miss the old song though. Our stock music that it came with, man. But this is good. This is good.
I feel like it fits my kit too. Like this is
Yeah.
guys. If you are watching on the broadcast, just tune into the broadcast. It's an amazing jersey.
I mean, what are you wearing? Oh man,
wrong
wrong
button. I was trying to give the clap.
This guy. Should we fire Crane already? Is this get out of here?
Crane comes back after episode 2 for episode 7, already screwing crap up.
Oh man, the applause button and the Ashton song button were the same button.
I do have the what year was this? 2004.
That gear?
Yeah.
No, that's 2012 maybe.
Yeah.
13,
No, sorry.
12
Yeah.
or 13.
12. I was thinking 2014.
Okay.
Yeah, the Volcom.
You look good, man.
Dude, it's a
You look
pickup.
good.
It's a pickup.
The
kit,
moment
man.
I saw RV wear that kit, I wanted it so bad.
No,
and
when
I got
Darren
that.
Durham.
Oh,
Darren Durham
on the Honda
1110,
Yep.
and he goes by Tyler Rattray and gives him the bird.
That was
and that's
good.
back when PC bikes were like what equivalent to Star bikes now, where it's like, dude, those PC bikes, you weren't touching them,
Right.
And here comes Durham on that 1110 mod.
That was so sick.
The best photo, and who knows? Darren obviously wasn't knowing Darren. He's just doing it to be funny. But it's so funny. Was it Simon Cudby that got that photo? Oh man, it was such a.
Can I
classic
be like
photo.
you?
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah.
for people who don't know, there are a lot of lights, and I forgot my glasses.
I mean, it's such a good climate-controlled studio in here. Look at you. You're barely sweating.
How long are you gonna last with that jersey on?
It's about 2 seconds.
Well, now you can't take it off now that we're rolling because, like, were you going to take it
I
off
know,
on camera?
right? No, I guess
You gonna
not.
step off camera?
Show
I'm just
people.
gonna get very hot.
Show people the
Yeah.
muscles.
Look at this, baby.
Either way, that's a sick-looking kid. Volcom, if you're listening to
Please
this, we
come
know you
back.
are. Volcom's definitely one of the 10 people that watch
Oh,
this.
100%.
Yeah, they told me.
Please come back to the sport. Where are you at,
I just
Volcom?
bought Volcom shorts. Like I really could have used some free ones. I'm just throwing that out there. If you want to sponsor us in the podcast,
I will. My kid wears Volcom nonstop.
Oh, he
and
was in Volcom today.
So do I now because they had a 50% off like Father's Day sale or Memorial Day sale or
Shut
something.
up.
I bought like one of everything because
Shut
it was
up.
50% off.
Dude, your kid looks cool.
He does look cool.
He looks really
I mean,
cool.
because Volcom helps him look
Well,
cool.
it's that and Aubrey.
I hate to admit this, but I was talking. We walked into like Chipotle or something last week, and there's a bunch of dads in like Ruka shirts and
Yeah.
Volcom. It's like the sign, like when motorcycles like do the
Yeah.
Oh,
do
yeah,
the wave.
Oh yeah.
Like wearing a Volcom's like ride it past like, yo dude,
Oh,
I'm a
man.
37-year-old dad.
when
So
I used to ride the street bike, there was nothing better than seeing another street bike guy, and it's like, yeah, what's up, bro?
Dude, my dad quit
up,
doing
dog?
it. He just quit giving the wave. to
Shut
people.
up.
Doug.
He quit.
Well, can we cancel Doug?
he was giving the wave to everybody. No one was doing it back to him. He's like, fine, I'm never doing it again. No more waves. But people with Jeeps have a wave. My buddy got a Tesla. He's trying to start a wave.
Oh, stop, Tesla! Do not do this. It's just G.
Mini Coopers, I think you tap on the top of the hood.
Stop.
There's a bunch of stuff you can
dude.
do,
This
man.
is so dumb.
Yeah,
What we need to come up with a Suron amp bikes.
Yeah.
wave,
it's the
huh?
horn.
Oh my god! Stop! No.
That should be one of our drops. The amp bikes
yeah.
Suron horn.
Oh, we'll make the Suron horn. Yeah.
Dude, when there was like 30 of those, it was like, whoa, that's a lot.
It was the funniest thing to see 30 Surons around a track and all of them laying on the horn the entire time, myself
I'm
included.
coming up. Instead of yelling, you're just beeping your horn.
Yeah, it's
Hey,
like,
speaking of Suron, though, we just got back from flying Iron Horse Ranch with the shoot with Carson Brown,
Which we did.
and we might have done a few laps out there. We might have.
We definitely did.
Brotocross, me, him.
Okay,
Kyle
Brodo
Lieberman,
got
the
in.
photographer, was riding the Honda E50.
Yeah. He was riding that Honda E50 as hard as a Honda E50 will
really-
go in deep sand.
Really dang cool. I wish we didn't have to shoot nearly as much. It would have been cool to call off shoot like halfway through the day and then ride the whole rest of the day, but
Yeah.
we didn't get to do that.
I mean, that track, like, it's kind of small for Surons, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I wasn't there, so.
Hey, Eli actually did a lot of the jumps.
He actually did do some jumps.
The problem by the time Crane and I got our chance to ride, it had like 40% battery left. So he did a lap or 2.
That's it.
I got on and it was at 20%, and I was like, I couldn't do 2 laps.
So we're all riding this 1 3-corner section of the track, right? And Eli hops on it and does a full lap. It's just he's some mile away.
Multiple full laps.
That's typical Eli.
Yes, it really is.
It was pretty funny.
Just kidding, Eli.
Well, where are we starting at today, boys?
All right. Well, this is Chase's favorite question.
Get it ready. Get it ready.
I brought it up last week.
Leave it on.
I wanted to post this on Instagram.
Dumbest thing ever.
I posted because I was sitting there editing a video. We've been shooting with Carson a lot, and I'm like, I don't think anybody's ever ridden a 1980 faster, 1980 YZ 125 faster, and it clicked in my brain. If you transported Carson Brown back to 1980 with his current skill, current knowledge, current technique, would he be winning in 1980? And I brought it up to Chase, and I swear to God, he had a meltdown in the house, and I still posted on Instagram. And he's like, dude, we're about to get slaughtered and look like such idiots.
We probably did. Jeff Ward said no.
And Jeff Ward is the only one that said no.
No, he did.
Do you know
no, I didn't even read the
everybody?
You looking for
because
something?
all other 100 comments said Carson Brown would smoke everybody in 1980.
That's from Chase. That's from Chase. Here's what I think about it.
I love Carson Brown. This is the dumbest thing ever.
Here's what I think about it.
I'm not even engage in it.
This is Carson Brown right now ripping.
Great. He's not. I can't.
Hey, Chase, there is one thing I can guarantee.
I cannot do this.
He would have smoked Bob Hanna's ass in 1980.
Bob Hanna lives in Idaho. He couldn't come beat your ass.
He would have smoked his ass in 1980. He would have.
Bob Hanna gonna come beat your ass.
He would have. Tell me.
Bob Hanna, I agree. Bob Hanna also owns like a helicopter thing or something.
Carson Brown beats him at that too.
I'm gonna come over tomorrow, and Bob Hanna's gonna be in here and beating your ass, and I'm gonna let him.
You think Bob Hanna would have beat him in 1980?
Yes.
I would put $1 billion on it. He wouldn't have.
Okay. I honestly can't.
You know why? Because Bob Hanna didn't race in 1980.
Oh, fuck. Did he not? He didn't race one race in 1980?
He broke his leg water skiing the year before.
Oh!
Broke his water.
All right, that's a good one. I was like, dude, Bob Hanna got to come down here and whip your ass.
$1 billion owed.
They said he wasn't going to race again.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he did come back in September 1980. But he said a year off. I can guarantee this. And off the couch.
This is a little different conversation.
Hanna isn't going to beat Carson Brown in 1980.
Also, inside the Instagram comment, you had like Rick Johnson, all these legends of the sport. Yeah.
I tagged him because I want to see if anybody engaged. And you're right. Wardy did say hell no.
Yeah, hell yeah, Wardy. Me and Wardy.
But hey, I swear to God, if you go through all the comments,
I will not go through all the comments.
Thank you for everybody. Because I wanted to see if I was right. You called me such an idiot. I had to second guess myself.
You should have second guessed yourself.
No, if you go look at the comments, everybody backed me up.
Dude, because they want no, I can't.
I'll stick with
Crane,
it.
You step in.
I will stick with this. 100%. Carson Brown would win at least the first few races in 1980.
Jeff Ward, if you're listening, which I'm sure you are because we're buddies, please come on the podcast and just tell Wes how fucking dumb he is.
Well, what do we mean about beat? Like, can he beat him or like beat him for a series or the whole 24 motos?
You're
talking 12-round series.
We're talking a series.
Okay, because I'm speed for speed. Whatever bike Carson Brown rides that's 40 years old is the fastest that bike has ever went.
I'm done.
It is. It is.
Turn this mic away.
It is. Well, it's like people didn't know the bike could go that fast back then. Like, can a 1980 YZ do a backflip? Yeah, but people in 1980 couldn't. That doesn't mean the bike couldn't do it.
That's true.
No, I'm done. I'm not having
Chase. The technique has come so far since then. I'm not saying they didn't go as fast as that bike could go then.
You're saying
the current technique now allows you to go faster.
Dude, you're saying like Darvin Ham could beat Michael Jordan because Michael Jordan played 30 years ago. That's
Do you think Wayne Gretzky would win hockey right now?
Yes, he would.
He admits he wouldn't. Literally.
Oh my God! Can we move on?
I have this.
Trace, I love you, Carson, but this is dumb, and he'll probably even say it's
I had this drop for you. Hang on, I just programmed it.
No.
All right, cool.
Anyways, this is a great debate, and I can
No,
go on
it's not
forever.
a great debate. It's fucking dumb.
Carson's such it's such a cool topic that we don't have to dive it all in today. But like Red Bull signing Carson, I think is one of the.
It's a great signing.
It's a great signing.
I don't want to take away from that.
Do we want to go into this right now?
Yeah.
Should it just be the Carson Brown episode?
No, not the whole thing. But or can we save it? Like I don't know. Should we save it for like a?
I mean, I could talk about and watch Carson Brown. at any point in time.
Yeah, you guys are.
Either way, I know there was a few high-profile riders that were kind of upset about, like, really, Red Bull signed Carson Brown? And it's like, yeah.
Oh, I think that's
in the current relative space, Carson might have more value than anybody. He's got a huge social following. Everything he posts gets 30, 40,000 likes, and he's doing something that no one else is doing. Cool, some sixth-place dude in Supercross. I can't even remember who got sixth place last weekend. I know Carson Brown could win in 1980 now.
Yeah. No, I agree, man. To me, I compare it to the Tyler Bierman signing. Like, Tyler wasn't a name and a personality before Red Bull signed him. Don't get me wrong. Those two together.
It depends how close you were to it, though. Like, I've known Tyler for a long time.
Masses,
okay, let me finish.
For the masses. Okay, you're right.
Yes, let me finish. But I think once you combined Red Bull and the power of their media house and all that, combined Tyler coming up with one of the coolest things ever, imagination.
Yeah.
Look at him now. Like, look how, like, to me, when they signed him, I think the same thing. There were a lot of people going, why did they just sign Tyler Bierman?
You'll see.
Yeah. And it's like, you'll see.
Yeah.
You'll see.
Agreed.
And look at what Tyler's done. I mean, my God. Now, I mean, you could argue.
Making SportsCenter top 10s.
Yeah. I mean, you could argue he's one of, the most well-known personalities in moto.
Yeah, and I mean, like, and if you know Tyler, and if you see like how involved he is in everything he does, like he's not just he's not just the guy with the Red Bull helmet on who goes and hits big jumps. He is that, but I mean, the dude's like a scientist when it comes to dirt, and it's really, really awesome, man.
Hey, I think a cool break just for now, since we just talked about Red Bull helmet. This Red Bull helmet right here is Kyle Ingalls from the movie Epic 2009.
Shut up.
We should put in Kyle Ingalls' jump right now.
Should we put it in right now?
Yeah, this is where he crashes his brains out.
We got to respond to this, right? Yeah. Or somebody can, right?
What's that?
You respond to the video, and then it's like, hey, let's go into SX Cities. Is that what?
Oh, no. I mean, it was completely off topic. I still want to talk about Carson.
Yeah, we done.
Let's keep going.
We're still talking. Oh, I thought we were on a break.
So he can win, though, right?
He could definitely win in 1980.
All right, I'm going to be leaving this podcast.
So, a few cool topics, or a few cool things to point out. Anybody can make Jett and Hunter popular, I think.
Yes.
You could give that.
Agreed.
You could give that to anybody. Making Carson Brown a well-known person in our sport, I think he already does a good job by himself. But that's when you know you're a good marketing director and you're a creative director. If you take Carson Brown, who no one else thought of, sign him and make him cool as shit, just like Tyler. Look what he's done.
I'm telling you, it's Tyler Bierman 2.0 all over again. Like, y'all wait to see what. I heard something today that they are doing. Red Bull, Motorsport, like Jess and Donuts, a lot of companies. It's going to freaking blow your minds. I can't give it away because I don't think it's been announced yet. It's going to be the coolest dang thing in moto. It is. It's going to be so rad. I think you know what I'm talking about.
I don't.
Ooh. So I have a little insider information.
Well, spill it on the broadcast.
Dude, is this the spot?
I'm not having Malak call me and go, why did you say that on the broadcast?
Oh, I do know what you're talking about.
I didn't get the information from Malak, but I know about it.
Wow. Yes, I do know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Is it not going to be so rad?
Yes.
Secrets don't make friends.
It depends if we get the phone call or not. Hey,
hey, Malak, you listen. I know you listen, buddy.
Yeah, we'll shine it up.
Come on, we'll shine up that helmet for you, buddy.
Either way, last point on Carson.
Yeah.
I think it's cool that he can ride any bike, any manufacturer, and he's not tied to any race series.
It's amazing.
That's what's really cool about the video projects with him.
Oh, Swiss Army knife.
You want to go to Redbud?
Yeah.
Cool. He's like, when do you want me to meet you there?
Do you want to go to Erzberg?
Yes. And he just loves riding his dirt bike.
Yeah.
We were on a project and we were way done shooting. And he just kept riding.
I mean,
kept going
all day long.
Think of what they did with Sipes. I mean, like, shout out to our boy Sipes, finally back on the bike.
Yeah,
right.
Good job, Sipes.
But dude, like, think of what all Sipes was doing, man. Like, when we did that whole
General Sipes,
that series, man, like, it was so rad watching Sipes go to Erzberg, go to Hard Enduro.
Because he's another guy who genuinely loves to ride his dirt bike. And Sipes, like, he loves like shit that's hard.
Yeah.
Actually, like, we did TKO one year and he was I'm like 3 miles up the road, right? And he comes up and when I get radio that hey, Sipes is out, like he's out. So he comes by and he's like, Crane, how am I doing? I was like, you're definitely out, like you're out of the race, like there's no point in finishing. He's like, oh, I'm gonna go finish. Like he had the option to go turn around. He's like, no.
Yep.
And you had that in Erzberg, like
yep.
The next checkpoint was a mile away, but he had to go 20
He went to
feet.
the buzzer.
He blew your shot.
he went to the buzzer. I was like, hey, man, we could just be done now. We're jumping across rocks, sweating balls. And
he
he's
won't
like,
do it.
I'm like, Sipes, you're dying, dude. You just want to stop. He's like, must keep going.
Yeah. And Carson's like tattoo. Like,
Except on a way older bike
yeah, true that.
that he would have went on in 1980.
Speaking of cool shoots.
Moving along.
Hey, okay. If we're moving along then, because we both know the truth. But let's figure out the real truth here. You're really good at Instagram and coming up with these lists that gets
From time to
everybody
time.
engaged. Like you own the record on Vurb for the most comments.
Yes,
blah,
I do.
blah,
Thank
blah,
you.
blah, blah, blah.
I think I broke it this last week.
And you're really good at getting more people to comment on more stuff. I'll give it to you. Yep. Won't give you credit for much, but it is that.
You hit my mic again.
I will tell you, you're really good at drinking beer too. Beer and lists that get people to comment on, you're good at them.
Yes.
Okay. You've done things like what gear should we bring back? You're wearing one of them.
Yes, that was a very popular.
You've done a list of like the best Supercross, motocross, Supercross movies of all
Yep.
time. That
Oh,
one
yeah.
did really well.
Yep.
And your latest one, which I really like too, is what cities should have a Supercross that don't.
Yeah, I make credit to Slaw.
Wait, is this a capital J journalist segment?
No.
No,
Okay.
no, not yet, not yet.
okay.
God,
He doesn't.
Can we get this guy the
He's
out of here?
another demerit. Gosh dang.
Bro, I've been programming all day long.
Well, first credit to Slaw Dog who came up with the actual topic.
he gave it to you.
He
And
gave
you
me the
stole it?
topic.
Oh my god.
No. Slaw's on the Instagram post. It doesn't say Chase Stallo.
Oh, got you.
Yeah, Slaw's on the Instagram post. I'm the one who made the graphic, decided to put it on Instagram. So him and I were talking. He's like, dude, I got this idea. And I'm like, dude, yeah, let's do it. Let's whatever.
Yeah.
So honestly, I loved his list. I thought it was good. Pittsburgh. I lived an hour and a half outside of Pittsburgh for 9 years.
Was that his number one? I feel like I
think
got to pull it up real quick.
was. Yeah,
So
I think it was.
I'll pull it up for myself and the fans here.
I think it was, what was it? It was Pittsburgh, Miami.
I'm pulling it up.
Yeah,
I'll-
pull it up. Put it on the broadcast too.
You can probably see some notes here.
No, no, I don't have those notes.
Oh, yeah, he had it's only a 5 list. So Pittsburgh, Miami, Las Vegas, New Orleans, and Charlotte. So
Yeah, great list.
We've had all those. Oh no, the top 2 have never had one, right?
Pittsburgh did have one.
Did
it
it?
was like 1970 something.
I guarantee Miami's had one at some point.
I think Miami has had one.
At some point, that's cool.
I think so. Charlotte has had one because I went as a child.
I definitely went to New Orleans because I was
Oh,
hungover.
dude. All right. So, anyways, a very good list. And the
And
reason
Charlotte, not a Supercross, but they had a.
no, they had a Supercross back in the day. Yeah, I used to go as a kid.
But they had a USGP too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah, but they
Okay.
had Supercross back in the day.
Yeah, okay.
No, I think it's a great list. Like, I can tell you, Pirate Stadium, it's amazing, dude. It's especially when you sit in the upper deck and you're facing the river and all
Yep.
the like.
Yeah.
It's I don't know if they could have the infrastructure to fit all the rigs and like it's straight up downtown.
Could
Pittsburgh.
all right, then can I throw in my number one?
Sure. I
coming
think
up-
we got to go all right.
I'm coming up with my list as we go. I didn't really put much thought into this, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick Athens, Georgia.
Oh God,
Freaking
the dog
Well,
pound.
there is a
dude.
huge moto creep.
You think Nashville?
Oh my
goes off.
God! For anybody who's never been to Athens, Georgia,
That would be fun.
oh,
Does
dude,
it-
you
would
think Nashville's freaking awesome?
So
Like,
hey, let's not think about logistics and infrastructure.
no,
Let's
just your
let's
top
talk cities.
top city.
Let's just
you're
pretend that
like-
all the rigs could get in there.
I'm gonna go. This is where shout out to my college of Charleston. Charleston is one of the most badass cities you will ever go to. It's got history. It's got water.
Wait, you know
it's got-
history?
Yeah, but
Wow.
Yeah, look at. Well, I also have a
Fort
college.
Sumter.
I also have a college degree.
So where was
Just
what?
don't know.
Then tell me what happened at Fort Sumter.
I don't know.
Pretty sure it was the first shots of the Civil War.
Yeah, sure. We'll go with that.
I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on that.
Please,
Fact check.
please correct him on that if he's wrong.
I'm pretty sure I'm
If
right.
any Civil War buffs out there, leave it in the comments.
Charleston, though, one, it would not have. It doesn't even have a stadium like the big enough.
Yeah, but it'd still be a cool city to go
Oh my
to. right?
God, it would be amazing.
All right, Crane, where are you picking?
I want to go back to St. Louis, man.
Oh my God,
Dude, St. Louis
Stop
is
it.
awesome. I like St.
you
Louis.
guys have the worst freaking takes this week.
What are you talking about? St. Louis has one of the best
St.
states.
Louis
It's indoor
is
pits.
disgusting,
It's
dude.
indoor pits. Downtown is super duper fun. There's a Four Seasons right there.
You
and
and
a bunch of
Anton.
cas-
I
a bunch
think
of
it's like
casinos.
you and Anton are the only people that want to go back to fucking St. Louis.
Why is
Stop
that?
it.
Why do you not like indoor pits? Casinos?
Vegas, New Orleans, Miami.
You
St.
wanted to go to your.
Louis.
You wanted to go. What did you just say?
Charleston, South Carolina is a great
Dude,
city.
have you seen the arch though? Oh my God.
The arch.
Yeah, it's almost as good as Charleston, South Carolina.
Charleston, South Carolina is
Hey.
8,000 times better than St.
They
Louis.
also have the USS Yorktown. You can go
Yeah.
explore.
I mean,
you've never been to
simply
Charleston.
put, you're just not put up. St. Louis, second most dangerous city in the country. You're just not cut out for it, man.
Fine. I will go to Charleston. You go to St. Louis.
If he rocked up like that in St. Louis, ain't nobody messing with him at all.
Have you seen that?
Dude, they all the St. Louis got wheelie boys, the pit bike.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know, and I think it's a great transition. I'll have to find it. Have you seen that that Instagram where that kid's like in the suburbs and he's like, bruh, bruh. It's like, yo, what up, Rick or something? Like, it's so funny.
No, but do that again.
I'm not doing it again. It's a great transition. Hopefully we find it.
Hey, well, this doesn't have to do with where to go back to, but one thing I would like to petition, because I know everybody at Feld watches this too. Like of the 14
of course.
people,
Mike Mewey,
they're like
Dave
nine
Prater,
of them watch
Todd
this.
Gendro.
Can we swap Nashville and Salt Lake City for the final?
I mean, if Nashville wants to pay for it like Salt Lake does.
Oh, they should. I mean, I'm pretty sure we paid for it on Saturday night after the race.
Yeah.
So let me
The
ask you
last
this. I
race
didn't
needs
go
to
to
be in
Nashville.
Nashville, and it needs to be a day race.
So let me ask you this. I didn't go to Nashville. Like, were people like, did people know Supercross was there? Like, were they interested, or was it just like
normal Nashville
or was
dirt
it just
bikes.
normal Nashville?
I have no idea.
You don't know.
What were you doing in
I was at the.
Too blackout.
I was at the race, and then I was doing fireball shots.
Didn't we actually have someone on the last podcast comment say, "Hey, I saw that guy on Broadway"?
Yes, they did.
No.
Yes.
No, he did a live
in
comment
Denver.
when we were in
Yes.
Denver.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and
goes,
then
"Hey, I saw
Dylan,
that guy."
We never got Dylan's take either. Poor Dylan.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
poor
we-
Dylan.
Dylan Jackson, we had to cut you off.
Sorry,
before we
Dog.
heard-
We love you, Dill.
Hey, but I did put in the last podcast the video of me and Cam chugging. That was pretty good.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah,
That was good.
Yeah, good
I wonder
job,
if I
Cam.
didn't look at the comments of that,
Hey,
but surely someone was like, "Damn, you're
Dude.
really fast chugging out of a shoe."
Great segue from Cam, who is, for those who don't know, Jett's awesome mechanic.
No, it's Hunter's.
Hunter's
awesome.
Hunter's
buddy.
awesome mechanic. Yes, sorry, I messed that up. Let's go ahead and redo that.
Bro, no,
Run it.
run it.
Well, either way, Lawrence is what I want to get into.
Christian is Jets mechanic.
Who's also
Yes,
awesome.
He's also awesome.
What I wanted to get into.
He did drink beers with us that night.
Yes.
Too.
What I
Sorry,
want to
man.
get into is the Winners Take Y'all podcast, hosted by Kevin Kelly, had the one and only Ricky Carmichael on there.
It's really damn good, by the way.
Very, very
It is.
good.
If you like storytelling and listen to rednecks talk, it is so much fun. And they're great stories. And all those guys have been
they're
involved with
amazing.
moto. I mean, they're generational moto involvement.
Oh,
guys.
dude, they're so amazing. And what I was trying to get to is they had Ricky Carmichael on, the GOAT. And did he have some high praise for Jett Lawrence?
Yes.
Wes, I think Wes is trying to find the
I'm
quotes
trying to
right
find
now.
a few good quotes, but I mean,
I mean,
why don't you
it's-
sum it up? It was
Well,
like
it's paraphrased, and it's basically, long story short, you can go listen to the podcast. He's saying Jett could pass all of them
including himself.
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is maybe not directly transcribed, but
No,
RC
it's
did
a-
say, I think he has the ability and the skill to be the best that's done it
Ever.
ever.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then later on, he said,
Ever.
I think he is the guy that could challenge wins record in Supercross.
That to me,
huge.
Like, okay, look, all of us crackpots can say whatever we want, right? I can come on here and say Jett Lawrence is going to be this and that. Doesn't really hold much weight, right? To me, when a guy like Ricky Carmichael says, hell, he's probably even going to beat me. Like,
That's insane.
God dang.
Yeah.
Like,
Wow.
that is-
It's hard to rebuke that right now.
Look, I'm not making a judgment after 4 races.
Yeah.
Four motos. Like, I'm just not. That's, to me, that's dumb.
Well, we got Lakewood coming up. How long does Jett stay on this throne?
He doesn't lose this weekend.
No?
No.
I mean, not
I mean,
I don't feel like he
Chase
gets
is-
beat.
I
Like
think-
he might, if he loses, it's because of himself. I,
think
don't feel like he
Chase-
gets beat.
Well,
Chase
Chase,
is com-
is already out.
No, he's coming back at High Point.
Okay.
That,
Yeah,
well, that's what Lars said on Pulp is that they
gotcha.
he
Either way,
hopes
I
they
know,
come back.
I know today they said he's out of press day and he's
Yeah.
not racing this weekend. So.
Yes, correct. So, I mean, I think he keeps going until Chase comes back, or he makes a
Is
mistake.
there any chance in hell Cooper finds a little bit of speed? Now that he's got that taste of second, he can see it up there. Does he?
Cooper is a head game master, and last week Cooper was playing with him respectfully in practice.
Yeah, but you know who was playing with people was
Oh,
Jett.
it's also Jett. Yeah, then he went 2 seconds faster.
when Aaron Plessinger was like, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna make a nope, I'm just gonna crank it up half a notch." See ya.
And every weekend Jett's like,
Like, and that's no disrespect to anyone else. It's like that's how good that. Like,
Yeah.
dude, if you didn't watch the broadcast, go back and watch it and listen to James describe how Jett did a section and how Dylan did a section. And dude, it like blows your mind. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
And Dylan's a past champ. Like, it's like Dylan sucks.
Jett's also been in this thing where like in practice, he'll ride third, first, second, and then always goes and throws down 2 seconds faster than everybody else. And he's done it every single race.
It's scary, dude. Yeah. It's like, and dude, he's been on a 450. This is his third race, if you count designations. Yeah. Third race.
Yeah.
Like, let me ask you this. When's the last time a rookie came up in the 450 class where you're like, hot damn? Like this could get.
The only thing that sucks is the fact that we do have such a slim field.
Sure.
So it is questionable, like how would it be otherwise? But I do think he was destined to at least win races this summer. Would he have won all of them or been as dominant as he is right now if Eli was in it?
We'll never know.
We'll never know. But he definitely would have won some. But yeah,
to your point, as somebody that came in that hot on the 450, I mean, like Barsha went out and won Monster Cup in his first 450 race. Like there's been a lot of guys on their first 450 couple 450 races that have done well, but winning or not, Jett has shown some things that I don't think any other people shown.
To me, it's not. He's winning.
Yeah,
it's
how good he is.
How good he is on a dirt bike.
So, are you telling me technique on a motorcycle helps you go a lot faster?
Yes.
So, when you know how to use proper technique, it allows you to go faster on that motorcycle.
I mean, I wouldn't personally really know about
no
it.
matter what era you might have raced in.
Okay. You walked into that one, buddy.
So you're saying Jett might be able to go faster on a motorcycle because he's developed a technique?
I am not going down this rabbit hole. I am not doing it. I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to bait me.
I mean, you kind of already did it.
I know I did. I stepped
you were
right
like,
into it.
Exactly. That is exactly what I'm saying.
It.
That is exactly the point I'm making, Wes.
I stepped right into that one. I did.
Boys, it's hot in here.
Oh, it is very, very hot in here.
Got my sweat rag.
Jersey.
Makeup.
No, another topic we wanted to discuss. Do we want to get into this or do we want to save it for another time?
We need our capital. We got to be journalists at some level.
I mean, I don't have my glasses, so I had to wear my sunglasses.
I'm capital F. We got a capital J.
Our boy Den Dog stepped. Well, I didn't step into it. To me, he made some very valid points, and I think it's worth a discussion. Wes, if you want to read Den Dog's Instagram post.
I had it pulled up, but then I had to go to the vurbmoto Twitter to find Sawdog or your whoever posted that on Vurb.
I think it's on his
So yeah, now I have to go back to DBO 360.
So anyways, Den Dog. Great radio, bros.
Yeah.
I'm going to skip some of this, but it's basically after Chase got announced that he was going to be out.
Was it after Chase?
Yeah, this was after Chase mentioned that he was out. So I think we came to find out Chase has mono, right? So
concussion and mono was the official word.
Practice crash and all that. So anyways, let's pull it up here. NFL and NBA pay their players $50 million a year and have changed the rules to protect their biggest assets, their athletes, and their biggest product. And without them, their sports, their entire brand will fail on a global scale. The dirt bike life is failing their biggest asset and product, the riders. It began with 48 horsepower 250 and 65 mile an hour or horsepower 450. Yet the industry is apparently blind to the fact that we're losing riders at an astronomical pace. Entering the 23 MX series, the factory and satellite teams are without a huge list of guys that we don't have to read because we already know. And now Sexton. Why has this badass sport that we love become an example of attrition and survival? I turned pro in 1988. I've never seen anything like this. It is time that the powers that be started protecting their biggest and most valuable assets and product. Our bleeping riders.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't have the answers. That's not my job as an old racer and fan. Although I know for a fact the billion-dollar business of the NFL would never accept damaging their value by losing their biggest named players. So I think everybody's said this for plenty of time. Our bikes definitely are too fast.
Yeah, I mean, I think we all agree.
So I guess I'm reiterating what he's saying. We brought this up because we are on board with Den Dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, and to me, I follow stick and ball sports probably too much, to be honest. But I think his biggest point, and which is what I agree with, is the NFL also a very, very dangerous sport. And if you don't think so, you're a moron. They have changed rules. They've done things to protect Tom Brady, Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, because they know that is ratings, that is money, it's everything.
But it took them a while to get there, and a lot of people lost to do it.
I understand that. And if you really think about it, we're a newish sport.
Yeah.
Compared to baseball, which was invented in 1840.
Well, since you're a history buff, when did Supercross start?
It was like 1971.
I was going to say 72.
I thought it was 71.
I don't know that off the top of my
No,
head.
I know it's around there.
Must be
74.
around.
Yeah.
I mean,
No, but his point, that's to me the biggest thing he said. Like, to me, if you're Davey Coombs and then you're Dave Prater and all these guys and you want this playoff thing and you want all this stuff, man, who are you promoting? Like, yes, Malcolm and some of these dudes will be back, but like, you're going to go in the playoffs with Jett versus Chase and Lorenzo Lacrucio? Like, that ain't selling tickets,
is
dude.
Cooper Webb going to win the...
Oh, he very well could.
World Supercross?
Well, Chase is coming
not World
back.
Supercross,
I mean,
but the
it's gonna
SMX.
be tight, like, because Chase is coming back. So it's.
But Cooper's going to be so far ahead.
No, he's
But
not.
you
He's
start
not even
over
ahead
in
now.
playoffs. In playoffs, they start over with points.
Oh, yeah, I'm
He's not even ahead.
confused about
Well,
the whole
one, he's not
process.
even ahead now.
Oh, wow.
Chase is still leading. So it's.
Oh, you're right, because he missed so many Supercross.
Yeah, he missed so many Supercross.
Okay.
So, anyways,
Shows how much of a journalist I
my
am.
point is, and what I think Denny is saying is like, hey, look, Feld, MX Sports, manufacturers, AMA, get together and like. I'm not saying you're going to figure it out. You're not going to stop making 450s. You're not going to stop selling 450s. Like, just get together and try it. Like, hey, what if we did this? What if we did this? Like, what if we spread out the schedule? What if we shorten the schedule? Like, to me, if you get to these,
I don't think that's what he was saying. He's saying slow
no,
down
I
the
know.
bikes.
Yeah, I understand.
But
that.
what
I'm
else
saying-
could be done?
I'm saying what else can be done. I
You're
understand
saying
what
you're
he's
looking
saying.
for more answers. I see.
Yes.
You're exploring all options
Yes.
here.
Yeah.
Like to me, there's 17 rounds of Supercross is way too much,
Yeah.
dude. It is.
Yeah.
Like, and then like you're trying to build up these playoffs, which are supposed to be massive. And if you go out and you have Jett and Chase and Cooper, and you're missing Tomac and Craig and all these stars, like it's gonna be a problem. Like,
I got to go check on a technical issue.
oh, sweet.
That thing flashing?
You guys are really on top of tech today.
Oh, that's a demerit. That's a demerit. I got two.
You guys are smoking tech today.
So
Was that another Crane mistake?
It was.
Yeah, it was.
Oh, 3.
Dang. Well, at least I'll.
Can we do the, like the? Wah, wah,
Yeah, I'll give it to myself.
Yeah.
This one's for me.
Yeah.
So, but you're right. There are a multitude of solutions, but the problem is, like, even with fast bikes, now that all these OEMs have invested tens of millions of dollars in development R&D over the past 2 decades, you're not going to be like, oh, now you got to redo
Slow
that
them down.
and slow them
sure.
down and change displacement rules. Okay, and now, all right, sweet. Let's get rid of some races because I 100% agree.
Yeah.
Like, even as a fan, it's hard to watch that many
and
races.
To me,
and-
dudes are tired. Like I think that's
course.
one thing we don't look at is like, why are all these crashes happening? Because dudes are tired.
Because
So-
it's the 17th, 16th weekend.
Yeah, they're
you know?
tired.
The problem is, as soon as Feld gets rid of a race, or MX Sports gets rid of a race, and a spot opens up, something else pops in there.
Yeah.
Someone always takes advantage of that, and I guess
Sure,
granted, if it's
but
not
you
part
don't
of the
have to
series,
race it.
Don't have to. But, you know, a lot of them, like even with Red Bull Straight Rhythm, it's sponsor obligated. Like a lot of dudes have to do it, or Motocross of Nations, like all these things happen.
Here would be
It's
my
like there's no way of avoiding doing
my
that many races.
ideal solution is like one you do what MotoGP does, right? You make so Supercross comes in for a day. And the reason they do that is because teams, they're putting so many races and back-to-back weeks. Teams want to get in and get out, right? To me, if you have, let's say 10 races, 12 races, right? Supercross, 10 motocross, 5 playoff races, whatever you want to do, right? You come in and it's a like 3-4 day extravaganza, dude. Like MotoGP's 4 days, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got press day where you legit have press. You have qualifying. You have, now they've added these sprint races. Like, make it a freaking weekend, dude. Like, to me, and you get so
if
much
we go
more.
back to Nashville, I'm dying then.
We're all, or if we go to
can you
Vegas
make it
or
that
New
weekend
Orleans.
for not Nashville?
But no, like to me,
Morgantown.
and maybe I'm an idiot, but it's like, dude, then you're actually like, you're getting so much more mileage out of these events and like racing and people talking about it. Like when it comes down to it, like, let's be honest, this 450 summer shit, like, dude, people aren't that stoked on it.
Yeah.
And I am, because I love it. But like,
Hey, at least the
I'm not the
250
kind
class is epic.
No,
250
I
class is
mean,
good.
I'm going to watch it all summer. I love it. Like, and props to all these dudes. They're all fast dudes. But like, if you're the casual fan and you're going, wait, there's no Tomac, and Jett's gone.
It's like if
15
you're the
minutes
fan
in.
that goes there to get the autographs and autograph, there's 6 people.
Can I just bring up the most favorite solution everybody always brings up that'll never happen?
2 strokes.
350s?
Yes.
No.
2 strokes.
Yes, 2 strokes. Carson Brown would win again.
This could solve it.
Hey, I think this is a great transition. Carson Brown, awesome personality.
Yeah.
Awesome bike skills.
Great technique. Yeah.
Great technique.
Yep. He would have won.
You know who else?
Would win back in the day.
You know who else? And to me was the guy who was Jett before Jett. All the personality and
I think I got an idea.
Since I wrote down this note, I know who it is.
You know who it is.
Otherwise, I'd be like, who?
I wonder if somebody could guess though. Like, hey, let's pause.
Let's just keep making him wait.
Yeah,
those guys watching live.
Suspense, the
Who do you think we're gonna
anticipation.
Yeah, I don't have the Jaws one. I'm too scared to press any buttons
Anyways,
again.
Dean Wilson.
Yeah, Dino. My boy, your boy, Skull Kenny headphones.
We always talk about how cool it'd be to go back and shoot more platinums and do epic videos like we did back in the Vurb day, and why we're sitting here doing a podcast. This is free. It doesn't take a lot of travel days. I've got 2 kids now. Why?
Yeah, I did have to ride the Gringer down the road. Just throwing that out there.
I used to be able to cruise around in a motorhome with 6 dudes for like all summer long, and that's all that mattered. And now life isn't like that.
No,
but the Dean Wilson Platinum.
Dean Wilson Platinum,
buddy,
was
that was. So what year would that have been?
2012
12 or 13.
So yeah,
we
okay,
was at the Vurb house.
I had left. I was at Racer X by that point, and it's funny when you're not working for Vurb in this case. You know, like you're going to Vurb and checking out Vurb, right? Like, and of course, I still knew you guys. So, but I had no idea this was coming out, and honestly, like,
we did a teaser for it.
Well, I mean, dude, I don't know. Good Lord. Can I finish the thought here? So anyways, it's, yeah, I'm done. Go ahead.
That was just saying. You said he didn't know it was coming out, but we did a teaser for it 2 months before it came out.
Yeah, I remember that 13 years ago on the Friday that it
cool
came
song.
out.
Dun, 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 dun,
on those rocks.
dun,
Yeah.
dun, dun, dun.
Yeah,
That's a good
I don't know what I had now.
It's like one of the first. No one had seen drone stuff at that time, and we just did a big teaser.
Oh, was that drones in there?
Dude, that was like an $80,000 drone.
Oh my God.
The box for it is like as big as this toolbox behind
Yeah,
it. It's
really?
enormous.
It's
don't
crazy.
remember that.
I got like the new DJI 3 last week, the new one that just came out. And I don't know, it's like $5,000, and like what it's capable of doing is just like mind bending.
And it's what, like, how much does that cost?
It was $5,000.
It's smaller than this,
Okay.
smaller than this
like
board.
and it's like it packs up into this.
And that was like basically a helicopter.
We spent $80,000, and the wingspan was this big. You couldn't take it apart.
Oh my
It's
God.
13-inch wooden blades on it.
We had to transport it, and the case alone was like 120 pounds. And if you used to fly around the Red Epic, and it was before movies even came out and stuff, so we basically had a servo.
And you got 6.5 minutes of flight time before it would fall out of the air like a
and
rock.
It was so scary. Like we'd sit there with the timer on the phone and like just waiting. Like so, Dean's like climbing through all these rocks, and like I'm like, I almost got it. And our buddy Chris Creamer's like, it has to come back, and I'm like, go further.
Yeah, that was a fun one to shoot. We did a lot of shoots on that. I mean, we did shot a little bit at Matto's place. That was fun.
Yeah, we went to
punk rock. There's a Van Halen song in the beginning, which is, I love Van Halen.
Yeah,
so.
I'm surprised YouTube hasn't sued us yet.
No, what? What are you talking about?
And
We don't have
actually,
Van Halen on that.
Dean's wife, Sarah, is actually in the beginning of that
Shut
video.
up.
Yeah,
Yes, she is.
did
Was
a
they
big
dating?
cameo.
She's one of the chicks that checks him out when he's in the
Oh,
spandex.
wow. Look at
It was
Dean.
at the beginning of their relationship, I believe.
We probably started that, man.
Yeah, we'll take
Oh,
credit for it right now.
Hell yeah. Verb.
pretty
Making
sure.
relationships happen.
Yeah.
So what was the point of us talking about this? Just how?
Oh, no.
Having a
I did have
personality?
an overall point until Crane jumped in. Mistake number 4.
Crane, you're down to a D now.
Yeah,
dude.
you're doing like a D, dude.
Yeah, just shit on Crane Day.
Yes, it is. No, I think the point is like, I think there are a lot of kids other than Jett who obviously gets the Red Bull stuff. Deegan, who has his own mini media company.
Yeah.
Like, there's guys to me, and like, don't get me wrong, the vlogs are cool, but like, as I think we all like to say, is like, not all these people know storytelling and whatever, right? So I think there's guys like Levi Kitchen and RJ, and like, I think there are dudes that have Dean level personalities, but like, it's so hard to go down there and shoot, and like, just people aren't doing like the ROI on these music video type things now. Like, they're just not there, dude.
Yeah.
Like, no one wants to watch them.
We've lost a lot of art in our sport, including on the camera side and rider side. Like, it's such a business for everybody. I mean, heck, even for us. Like,
oh sure, yeah.
You're right. It all comes down to ROI. Like, where can we spend our time the best and most efficiently to make the most amount of money? Because a lot of mouths to feed.
Yeah.
So, again, we're not 22-year-old dudes in a motorhome anymore, unfortunately.
Well, and to me, even if you are a 22-year-old kid, you're out chasing Instabangers and TikTok videos,
it's a
and like
different world now.
you're not going and spending 4 days with Dean Wilson and like
Like
really
creating
catching
concepts.
and really catching his personality,
Yeah.
man. You're going out and shooting a couple bangers and getting 100,000 views. Like,
Yeah.
it's to me, it's unfortunate. And like, I'm just glad we did have the Dino and Brendan Mays and all those dudes around. And man, it's like, to me, I felt like that's what propelled them to like, to me, Dean,
Even being relevant today.
yeah. I mean, to me, Dean has
Still one of the best personalities.
one of the best, like, dude, his dirty grandpa videos got like 50 million views.
Oh,
That's
Earl.
unreal.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean, Dean has become his own.
And the fact that he's kept up with his own YouTube and done all
Oh,
that.
He gives
man,
a bike
he's-
away a year to some
he's
kid.
kept-
dude,
he's
so
kept
so
his
he's
relevance.
taken what you guys like to me and done a really good job with it, man. And like, I don't think he does as much probably because he's got a little kid now too, and it's probably hard. And
It's a lot of jobs.
Daddy Dino.
he just had arm pump surgery, so like, get well soon, Dino. But we'll see him in World SX.
Yeah.
So I'm it's just, to me, it's cool that Dean's all these years later still out like creating content, doing cool stuff,
And
like,
still one of the coolest guys. in
one of the
pits.
coolest dudes in
Yeah.
the pits, man.
And Dino Platinum was definitely one of the coolest.
Let's redo it, Dean. Them knees hold up, buddy.
That's what I have said. Like there are a few that I'd like to go redo. Barsha 2.0.
Oh, Barsha has to happen.
Dino 2.0 would be pretty sick.
Should that be our next list?
I do-
Our next,
oh.
That would be a great list.
Good
Either
job
way,
for
there,
me.
if I need to go ask for days off from the boss in there.
Oh, she's not here right now, so
I
I
mean-
think you can just take as many days off.
So
as you
I
want.
mean, Barsha or Dino,
not
you let me know when, and I'll go tell her.
buddy,
I'll go tell her I
I'm
got
sure
some
I know
shit
Dean.
to do.
And, I know Dean and Justin watch. I know that for a
For
fact.
sure. So,
100%.
that viewer 15 and 16.
Oh, you know who else watches?
Who?
Hunter Lawrence.
Yeah.
Did he not mention the Vanilla Racing broadcast?
I know. Multiple times.
Yeah, just throwing that out there, guys. So if you're not listening, the stars of the sport
Okay.
are.
Hey, then just one more question on the Lawrence brothers. We talk about them a lot.
Could Carson Brown beat him?
Yes.
That's. Can we play the outro?
On a
music?
two-stroke,
No.
on a
Can we play-
1996 CR125, who wins?
Can we play the outro music, Crane?
On a 1996 CR125, who wins?
Crane.
1996 CR125.
That we just rode.
That would be
I broke
Carson
my
Brown.
bullshit button.
Carson Brown. All right. Hey, before you do
I
the
love
music,
you, Carson.
how long before Hunter gets dethroned? Asked the same question about Jett.
Oh, I think it happens much. Like that class is stacked.
It's
dude.
so stacked.
And,
but
dude, that's nothing against
I
Hunter.
think Tom Vial is going to find his way. I think Danger Boy Deegan isn't getting any slower.
Dude, Danger Boy.
Dagon.
I mean,
I've always-
even Jay Coop, you know, I mean,
Jay Coop,
Coop ain't trying to lose.
Dude, I mean,
Levi
okay.
Kitchen's got
Then
that.
we're not even
let's-
talking about like Levi Kitchen, who won a moto last
I
year.
just said,
Jalik
yeah.
Swole, who won High Point a couple
Okay,
years ago.
Then let's all pick who is going to be the
First one?
first one to win. Jake
Deegan.
Tom Vial.
That was Crane coming in very late.
Yeah, I was going to pick both those guys, but, you know.
Well, cool. All right.
All right. Well, let's
All
keep
right, I
this
like
outro
some-
music also by Ashton's band.
Speaking of, we do have to update everybody next time on our internal
Eternal beef.
beef. What did we call them? What our
I don't know. Troy Dog put out a poll who
Beef
was
of the
worse,
week.
me or Slaw Dog. So we got beef.
Oh God. Well, I wasn't even talking about that. Remember the
Oh, what are we talking about?
when we picked all the writings, our own scouting.
Oh yes. The draft.
The draft. We got
We
to
will
update
update
everybody. On the draft.
everybody.
I'm pretty sure I'm winning.
No, I am because I picked
No.
up somebody last weekend. There was a brilliant pickup.
Oh,
We will update everybody.
that's next time. See you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Vanilla Racing Broadcast.
I'm redeeming myself with this fade in.